Hello, welcome to Garden City Parks and Rec's September meeting. Would somebody like to make a motion to begin?
I'll make a motion to begin.
I'll second it.
Okay, I will take roll call. Kate Smith here. Sue McFadden is on her way. Robert Smith.
Present.
Dennis Allison. Dennis Kaplinsky.
Here.
John Jones.
Here.
Jennifer McConnell. Megan Sharon.
Here.
Mark Jacobs.
Here.
Demita Dubose is running late, and Mike Downey.
Here.
Would somebody like to approve the August minutes?
I don't think we can do that quite yet.
Can I skip it, or do we have to go in order?
Yeah, we can skip it and come back to it. And I don't see there's any reason why we can't.
If these 2 minutes are late, I just wait.
Wait for her. Yeah, yeah. Here she is.
Here we are.
Now,
Now you can ask the question.
now you can ask her.
It's fine, just ready to. I'm so sorry.
Okay, any questions or comments about the minutes before we approve them? Okay, would somebody like to approve them?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, financial reports from the ice arena first.
So revenues, like the assessor said, made $803. Drop in hockey, I made a typo on that, I apologize, and it's only $416.
Real quick, I'm sorry, do you just want to ask if you have any questions? Is that how you wanted to do this?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be
That's what we've
easier.
been doing. Okay.
And we're gonna make a request for a motion on the expenses and the revenue.
We can do that later. Yeah.
Okay. So just,
Yeah, all you have to do is just ask. Anybody got any questions on the?
it
Right.
makes it easier than going through line by line.
Yeah, for expenses, I was curious. For internet, it says $204.99. Is that a monthly payment now?
Yes,
Okay, for August, it was $104.99. So is that up?
Well, actually, it was 2 lines that were combined. There's WOW, and then there's internet. See, there's WOW, and then there's internet. So I don't know if I was going to ask about that. Because last month you had it on 2 separate lines, and then you crossed one out. So it looks like the expense was 104.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
So then is the expense this month, like Katie was saying, is it double?
I think it was for 2 different payments.
And one of
Because
ours.
we had BPI got Wi-Fi at the ice arena, and so I think there was some technical stuff that needed to happen.
Oh, okay.
But we can look into that. Are you aware of anything? I will look into that.
I was just curious.
Good question.
And then my other question was about the softball landscapes. Is that something we pay every month also?
so that is basically for our adult league, when they come in and drag the fields.
Okay, so it is a few times a year then?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was all I had. Anybody else?
No, the only question we had was, could we get a total, if this makes sense to everybody, on the revenues? Could we get a total of what the monthly revenue was, and then what the total of the monthly expenses were on this, added to this page, please?
Yep.
To these
You want to,
segments?
To both the Radcliffe Center and the, yeah, it'll give us an idea as to what's going on, instead of adding it up ourselves.
that's doable.
Yeah, my only question was the same one about you with the internet.
Okay.
I was curious about that.
All right, moving on to the Radcliffe Center revenues and expenses. Does anybody have any questions or comments about that?
What is P&L?
Parents' night out.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what did you say it was, Megan?
Parents night out?
I had a question about the yoga instructor fee. Is that for a few months?
Yes, and we added a day.
Okay.
So it's for not 2, it has been 2 days a week, it's 3 days a week now, and it's for, I think it's quarterly that we pay her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's the same fee every time though, right? For like Tai Chi 180, is that every month?
So Tai Chi is different, it's under our senior grant, and so it's a different program. It's, that money is paid by the senior grant that we have.
Okay.
So then the Tai Chi's not coming out of our budget?
No.
Okay, so, to include with the totals, is there a way we can get like an asterisk or something so that we know what's coming out of our budget, what's not coming out of our budget?
Yep, I can absolutely do that too.
Okay, that'll make it just easier so we have an idea.
Thank you.
And
Any
you said the yoga expense wasn't a month, it was several
It was
months?
like a couple months.
It's quarterly, yeah, so 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just, if it comes up again, could you just put quarterly or something so we,
Yeah.
because it looks like it's just the month of September.
Right.
Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, what's wrong with the refrigerator maintenance compressor under expenses?
So we've been having issues the entire time we've had them.
Yeah.
We had a company come out and fix it the right way. So that was definitely a needed expense. But they are working out.
Okay.
Do they foresee anything else going wrong that they didn't tell us about in the beginning?
There's a couple things that we could repair in the future, but they said that the machine is good as it is right now. They think they've fixed all the leaks. And that's,
So,
In the past, we had some leaking compressors. Instead
Right.
of our maintenance people, not the city, but the contractors that we pay to come in, instead of them fixing the leaks or finding the leaks, they just kept pumping more refrigerant in there. This last contractor we had came in and said, we're wasting money, it's all leaking out, let's fix the leaks. So that's what they did. So that's a big expense for that, but without it, we were just gonna keep dumping Freon or refrigerant in there that was gonna keep leaking out, that, you know.
It was going to nickel and dime us to death, basically.
Correct. So this way, all of the leaks are fixed now, so now it should be probably minor regular maintenance issues that come up.
Okay.
Is it documented when the other company came in that it was leaking or that they were adding more?
it does show that they just kept adding it, yes.
so,
Those things are not that old, and I know the warranty was not for very long, but
I think it was a year warranty, but
It
I'm not sure,
was.
but, I don't wanna blame anybody, but, whoever just allowed them to keep putting refrigerant in.
Right, Freon. And
So now it's fixed. You shouldn't have any more issues,
okay.
major issues.
so is there a cost for that? Because there isn't
Still being
one.
determined.
Okay. And I'm sorry to go back, but when the DirecTV was canceled, was it like at the end of the month? I mean, was there any, did we get any money back?
I think we do have a credit, because I just talked to accounts payable, and there is a credit on there.
All right, so like that'll show up then next month?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Anything else before moving on to program reports?
no, move on.
All right, program reports?
Do we want to just have questions again, or do we want to listen to all of the things? It's up to you guys.
No.
Questions if I hit on some of the bigger ones.
Okay. So artistic media classes, those are new and very exciting. We only have 3 participants, but those classes were a little bit more pricey. Because it's like a piano lesson. It's an individual class that you have with a professional art teacher. So those are going really well, and people are getting more and more interested in those. Our senior zoo trip has 35 participants, and it went really well. And I'm just gonna throw in that our animal safari that was this past weekend sold out 100 people, and broke even because it cost $500 for him to come out. and we made $100. So,
Do
Well, that's good.
parents pay to come see that too?
yeah.
Okay.
So on the artistic media, how much is,
It depends. It could be $90 I think, for some of the watercolor classes, and then I think it's $120 for the more acrylic paint.
one
For 6
student?
classes.
6 classes, okay. Do we give a family discount at all?
We're gonna start doing that next round.
I wanted to talk about the artistic media classes real quick. They were very pricey. I would hope that they would be more in line with maybe a dance class, you know, that is offered, or anything else that's offered. I just did not want to spend that much for 6 classes, you know, it was so much. And then my other thing was, for that age group, a lot of them get out of school right around there, and one of the classes started at 4.
So we changed that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, so there's some trial and error with some of this stuff.
Yes,
because
absolutely. I know it's the first time you're
Yeah.
running this.
And
Yes.
like the contractor that we have is a contractor, she's an artist. She really doesn't want to budge on the cost, but we were able to get her to come down $10 and have a family discount next time she offers them.
Maybe even more kids in a class instead of one-on-one, you know,
Yeah,
10
right.
or...
Right. So we're working on it, trying to figure out
Good.
the bugs.
All
But
right.
they all started at 4:30. We changed it from 4 to 4:30 because people from Westland were calling about wanting to get in, and they don't get out of school until 4. So
Okay, good.
we changed it to 4:30 in the last minute.
Is it a different price for resident versus non-resident if you have Westland people that want to participate?
No.
I have a question. Did we ask her, does she do this for any other cities?
Yes. So she does it for Wayne.
Have we gone on Wayne's website to see what they charge, so we know that she's...
It's the same.
Okay.
And then she works for Northville's art house too, where she used to, and her price there was like double. So it's like a lot. I was like, you're never gonna get Northville prices here.
Right.
Or like be able to like charge that.
Right.
But Wayne, yeah, that's comparable. So let's try that and see how it goes, and that's kind of where we're at.
We checked to see if any other cities have this service.
A lot of Parks and Recs have fine arts programs. I can look into more of what their breakdowns are.
So you know what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be doing it for less.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I like Katie's idea, though. If you can get more students in, then the price per participant, more participants in, the price per participant might be able to be reduced so that more families could afford it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or I would pay an expensive fee if it was longer, you know, 6 months or so, or...
Would you want to buy all of the supplies, or would you want it supplied as a parent?
It depends what type of art, you know, like I'll bring markers, I'll bring glue, but if it's like paint, you probably just want to get it there.
Yeah.
Or maybe certain types of classes she could offer, something specialized, you know, a certain type of project.
Yeah, okay.
Watercolors.
No, not like a repeated class, like come make this art today. All right.
Great, all great suggestions, and I'll look into all of that.
Thank you, Megan. So I'll just continue with my questions.
Keep going.
Is dodgeball full at 10 kids?
No.
Okay. Do we set our own closed registration dates?
Yes.
Okay. Because registration closed for that, I had somebody call me and say, I wanted to get in that, but it's closed.
The reason why is because we order shirts for everybody.
I figured that was the reason why. If it's not full though, maybe we could just keep it open a little bit longer till it does get full.
Well, is it possible that somebody could still
Yes.
participate, like, even if they didn't, if you said, okay, it's closed, you can't, then they're just not gonna get a shirt, they're gonna have to provide a green shirt or a red shirt or a...
And we did let I think 1 or 2 more kids in it.
Okay.
They're just gonna get their shirts a week later.
I was gonna say, it can't take that long to get a shirt made.
The first time
We're
it
pretty
took a few
flexible.
weeks. I mean, it was at least 3, I thought. Okay,
And
any,
that also could be for like a screening, you know, when they set the screen, when they
Like
first
they
do
want
the
to make them
shirt?
all at once?
Well, but if they do it once, then they'd have, then they'd have it, so then it wouldn't take that long to get the shirt, because they'd already have the screen, I don't know what it's called, the printing thing.
Got it.
Just screen
You're
printing.
right.
Okay, thanks. So,
Any questions or comments regarding program reports?
Oh, move on.
Okay, old business. I want to talk about every single one.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Bring it on.
All right.
making up for last.
I know, I missed. Grants.
So City Park, if you guys haven't seen, I'm sure you have, all the ADA ramps and parking spaces just got poured this past week. And that grant wasn't due to be expired until next September, so that's like way ahead of the game.
Yeah, that was fast.
That's thanks to DPS and Brad knowing someone that could get that done quickly. And Rotary, we're still waiting for the engineer group to write up an RFP. The DNR grant, that's the same. I submitted it. We're waiting that 90 days till they approve it. So that's the grant progress. So
What did you submit? I'm curious. Like the old plan that was
Yeah.
original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to get it going.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna pick the actual items later on.
Right, it'll probably be close to what the design was. I
Right.
would
But
think.
now it's just let's get moving.
Are you writing our grants now?
No.
No.
I could, but I'm not. I'm just executing the progress that the previous director had made, and I'm just following through with the rest of the.
Gotcha.
This is many, many
Oops.
years in the making.
Right.
Any questions or comments regarding any of the grants? Oh, Helen Park looks great. I went there and the sidewalk is very nice and the grass is coming back. So it was nice.
It does look really nice. The concrete looks really great. So letter to civic groups. I wasn't here last time. I didn't hear much about it. I know that you guys want to meet about it at some point. Is that what?
I was not here
Well, what we
either.
kind of was thrown out there is let's do it at a meeting instead of trying to wait for everybody. 'cause
Yeah. Okay.
And then that way we can kind of feed off of each other too. That's the other thing you can do.
Yeah. For people, it's just brainstorming what we want to talk about with civic groups, with parks. So the 5-year plan, I know that you guys discussed that as well. And I figured out that it was not until February of 2024 that the 5-year plan will be due again, but you guys want to start meeting at now.
Well,
Definitely.
That plan normally takes a long process.
Yeah.
Plus
Yes.
you also have to involve the residents and everything like that.
Well, yeah, you have
And
to.
if you try and do that in a 3-month or 6-month span, good luck. You're not gonna pull it off.
So we have 2 years,
Year and a half.
We have like
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
a few months now.
Yeah.
24.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the secretary position.
Does anybody want to volunteer for this position?
I think we need to wait till we're all here.
Okay, can we table this until next month?
That
I
has
would
been-
love to have
that has
somebody
been a very tough
volunteer.
position for this committee, trust me, for years.
Oh, that's great.
Any questions or comments regarding any of that? Okay, new business. To-do list, anything needing special attention?
Nothing for me.
Did you get everybody's park inspection forms for September?
I didn't get everybody's, but I got a few.
Okay.
Are they still planning on taking down the fence from the walkway
Yes.
into the city park?
Yep, that's still on DPS's docket.
Okay. And there's one other thing, they took a dead tree down just east of the post office fence. There's another tree that looks like it's, maybe half of it is dead. You could look at it. It's in the same vicinity of the one you took down. Just because if it falls and hits somebody,
That'd be
you could
awful.
have a problem, yes.
Right, don't have to.
Hello. Okay, communications and upcoming events. Do you want to run through them quickly? Tell everybody about them?
Yeah. So this Saturday is craft day. They're doing fall tree luminaries at Radcliffe at 11 a.m. I saw Carly put one of them together today, and they're really cute. Parents' Night Out is sold out for October 14th, but the November one there's still spots available, so if people are interested in that. Animals Around the World, like I said, sold out, and it was a great time. I brought my daughter. Theater boot camps for adults and kids began on October. They're going to begin on October 4th. Tonight from 6 to 7 there was an informational meeting about boot camps. Ellen Bennett is the one that's running those theater boot camps at the Radcliffe Center. The skateboard competition, which is at the Garden City skate park, on October 8th from 12 to noon. Woodshed and Sean from FRC is running that event. Spooky Monster Magic Show is the magician that comes. He has a little bit of he's the guy that did the volunteer dinner, but he has a little twist on the magic being spooky. So that's on October 8th. Pumpkin Spooktacular is Saturday, October 15th, where kids from 0 to, I think 10, can come and paint a pumpkin. So they can paint a pumpkin, they get cider and donuts. It's a really good time. And then Halloween Egg Hunt is on October 22nd. And we've got all of the stuff ready for that, which we're really excited about doing this year. And then the Halloween Skate, which is October 29th. So we are very busy in the month of October in Parks and Rec.
Now, the theater boot camp, how many people came to the meeting?
The informational meeting today?
Yes.
I'm not sure. It happened.
It was at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any questions or comments regarding communications or upcoming events? Okay, open discussion. So, and I know Kiwanis is here too. You guys are welcome to get up and speak.
I was just wondering, on the Parents' Night Out, you said it was sold out.
Yeah, the October one.
How many people is it to sell out?
20.
Just 20?
Yeah. It can get wild. And Carly.
I was just curious when you said sold out, what the number was.
Yeah. So 20, and so there's two staff people that run it.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of kids to watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
And it's
else?
been a very good program since you started it, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
people love it. I mean, people are super bummed when it sells out and they haven't gotten their kids in. And we try to be flexible. Like, if we can get another staff person, we'll add a couple spots, you know. So we do the best we can.
As the programs tend to grow, are we gonna be hiring more Parks and Rec staff?
It's an excellent question.
That sure is an excellent question.
Sure is an excellent question.
I mean, I believe so. I mean, like as things increase, you know, if things are successful, I think anyone would want more staff. But it's just something we'll have to see.
I would imagine if there's a need for it, we'll bring people on it.
Yeah.
Or move people around to help out.
Use 2 rooms or whatever, maybe.
Yeah.
Little kids in one room and the little bit older kids in the other room, and maybe you could do 40 people, you know?
Yeah.
Well, now that we're moving over to Radcliffe, that'll make a difference.
Just like the egg hunt, we use different baseball diamonds for different age groups.
Yes.
So the big kids ain't knocking over the little kids trying to get the eggs, so each age group has their own
Yeah.
egg hunt. So you may want to think something like that and do 2 rooms and break the kids up by age, and you can do more than 20.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that still
great.
done at Maplewood, the Parents' Night Out, or is it moved to Radcliffe?
No, it's moved to Radcliffe.
I think everything is there
I think
now.
it's everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah. FRC, yeah, I think FRC actually has moved over there.
Now, the skateboard competition, do they have to come and register for that? Did they? Okay,
They have to sign a waiver.
okay.
Anybody else for open discussion?
Go ahead, Mike, come on up to the microphone.
Yeah, I'm Mike Jones, president of Kiwanis, and we're here mainly to try to get discussion going on what our future possibilities are for the Kiwanis Park. We've got some rough ideas, but we don't know how this commission would respond to some of those, and we're certainly willing to put some money into this, but we need some communication and direction.
What I would recommend, Mike, is let us know that you guys have ideas coming up, and we'll put you on the agenda for next meeting, and that way we're all set and prepared to discuss what you have.
So you're open to us presenting whatever ideas and suggestions we have?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we
And
are.
you'll discuss them at the next meeting?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We welcome your ideas.
Anybody else?
Hey, John Murray. Over by the Garden City Park around the skate park, it looks like they're doing some sort of concrete work. Is that part of the ADA work, or is there an expansion going on?
No, it's part of the ADA work. So the
Okay.
brown pavilion, I think it's brown pavilion, right?
The big one, right?
There's the main pavilion and the brown pavilion.
Oh,
Right.
They both got 2 ADA parking spots and then a path from those parking spots up to the pavilion, so people that are in need of that kind of accessibility can have it.
It just looked good, and I noticed a lot of progress there, so I appreciate that. The other question I have is the shuttle bus. I know there was a discussion about it, but when did you guys make a determination to go forth with it? Because they're looking for bids on it. I thought you guys would.
Parks and Rec didn't make the recommendation. We had discussed it, but there is a need for it throughout different events that the city hosts. Some events with the seniors. If we get the camp going and we want to take the kids to the zoo, Toledo Zoo or Detroit Zoo, or if we want to do any kind of road trips.
So that bus is basically going to be used for whatever department within the city then?
Correct.
It's not strictly there?
No, it's not
Okay.
strictly Parks and Rec.
No.
Right, yeah, that'll be a city bus.
And
And-
things too, like the food pantry and stuff that we have, like we could do events with the towers and then make sure that seniors are getting to the food pantry and stuff like that.
But you understand why I'm asking a question. I was here about 4 months ago when we discussed the shuttle bus. That was when Brad was still with us, and I just, all of a sudden, we seen it happen, and you question it.
We discussed it and it took off within the city, so that's where.
Is that one of them doodle meetings?
No, we did not have a noodle meeting. It was, city manager went with our ideas and needs of using it. Again, seniors, kids, the tower events or food pantry stuff, all that stuff went into it, and city manager decided, council has not approved it yet, so he'll get a bid, bring it to council, and the council will.
And that's why I'm asking is,
The council hasn't, it's not a done deal. I mean, the council hasn't approved it yet, just like when DPW or even the fire department gets a new vehicle or police, they have to bring us their bid, and if we think it's appropriate, we'll approve it. If not, it won't be bought.
okay, and the other question I have is, with Helen Park and like even the ice arena where you had the wood fence and DPS went in and did the work. Now, do you give them a PO and then they invoice you? How do we track the money that's spent with DPS for products of other departments?
That's an ongoing question. Basically, DPW will just monitor they'll turn in their invoices for what they did. When it gets right down to it, it's all one city project. I brought up that I don't want to count it against their budget, the man hours and everything else. So whatever department, like if we put the fence up off of Henry Ruff in the city park, the city won't the city will absorb the cost of the fence, but it won't go against DPW for installing it, or materials. That'll go in probably right out of the general fund, so it won't count against their budget line.
And Mark, I wouldn't be bringing these points up if we did not have the lawsuit against the library, because I look at the library still as an entity of our town until we follow what my understanding of taking it off the charter. And that's something for other people to discuss, but I just want to keep myself on record of why some of my questions are coming about is because of the lawsuit. Other than that, thank you.
Anything else for open discussion?
I have one thing. The October rink calendar, does that include I assume we still have the Hockey Association there?
Yeah, the hockey association.
But they're not listed on here. Okay, that's all I had.
That's not a, per se, city
Right.
function, it's an outside organization
Yes.
that basically runs.
I
the
just
ice.
wanted to make sure they were still using our ice, that's all.
Oh, they're going full force.
Anything for open discussion?
Not at this time.
Yeah, what about the fence now? Have we made up our mind? Are we gonna put pardon me, a vinyl? Or are we gonna stick with the wood?
Vinyl,
Gonna go with vinyl?
they want to do.
Okay.
I have nothing else.
No, I don't have anything.
I don't have anything tonight.
I have nothing tonight.
Nothing. Anybody from the audience?
All right,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll support. I had to get one.